Hi, I'm Lon and welcome back to Don't Tick the Box. Today I have a new box for you. Not new as in it's only just started to exist, but it's the first of its kind for this channel. And I'm super excited because it's huge and quite heavy. So without further ado, let's get to it. As always, I'm giving you the first view of it. Ooh. And already you can see it's very full. It's also orange. Bah. All right, what shall we open first? Maybe this. I was going to say little box, but it's actually also quite big. It says Artful because that's the name of the subscription, and we have here, ooh, pink. Still can't see what's inside though. I hope you, ooh, pencils. Ooh. Oh, whoa, right. Quite a lot. A stick of wax, apparently. Something that looks like wax. Or like a crayon, but then a clear crayon almost. Maybe I'll just show you this in close up so you get a good view. It's the shape of a crayon anyway, but it feels like wax. And then we have, whoa, quite a lot of stuff. A West Design China graph pencil for films, plastic, china and glass. A uni-pin fine line 0.3 fine liner. A Faber-Castell 9000 pencil in hardness F, which I quite like. It's a hardness between an HP and an H, which gives very, very firm, crisp lines without being too dark. It's actually an ideal sketching pencil. Then we get two brushes, a size 6 round and a size 8 flat brush, by their own brands. And then we get 3 water brushes, also by their own brand. I'm going to just pull these off. We get a flat one, and then 2 round ones, for which I presume one is going to be a little bigger than the other, but I can't really tell from here. So I'll just show you this in close-up so you can see it. Oof. I hope that by now you are as excited as I am, because from the corner of my eye I saw this little box, which is something that I actually already own because I have a lot of fountain pens, and this is blue black fountain pen ink, which is absolutely beautiful. You'll see when we swatch, but this is really, really, really cool. Now I don't know if this means that the rest of the box will also be ink stuff, or whether this is like one-off because this comes separately and the rest is, considering all the all the brushes that we got, I'm going to assume that we get at least something paint-like, or else another wet medium, but that's just my assumption. Anyway, let's pull this. There's nothing in here. There. We do get some, ooh, this is really, really nice. I thought this was going to be our surface well, maybe it is the surface, but it's not just paper. It's actually cards and envelopes. Ooh, also by their own brand. I think they're really pretty though. I mean, you can't tell from just viewing, but it feels quite nice. So this is going to be quality stuff. And I do quite like drawing my own postcards, so this is going to be fun. Yeah. I'll fix that later. Alright, what else have we got? Since this is the pièce de résistance, I'm going to leave that for last and just try and pull out the other items in this box, which is quite a thick, as you can see. It's not just 10 pages, but quite a thick sketch pad. I'm just going to read everything. 300 GSM, 25 sheets of 300 GSM. That is some quality stuff right there. All right, now I'm quite sure that we're going to get a wet medium, because otherwise 300 GSM doesn't make any sense. It is rather smooth though. You can see some texture, but the feel is quite smooth. So, interesting. Premium heavyweight watercolor paper. I do quite like that everything is their own brand, because then you get all sorts of stuff that fits together. And also you don't feel pressured to buy a specific brand again, which is a big issue for me, because all my subscription boxes come from abroad, not from the country where I live, and not everything that they send me is available in my local art supply store, which is a source of frustration. So maybe that's just me. Anyway, almost lastly, we get not just, you also get some flyers and coupon codes here, but that's not very interesting for you, so I'm just going to throw these aside. Poof. We get the magazine, and as I understood it, this is not just a leaflet containing the items, but this should also contain some tutorials and how-tos. But I'm going to study that more in depth later on. If you want to study it too, just buy your own box. Anyway, time to put this box aside. And see what we get here. You can't see it, but I can already feel it, that this is one, rather heavy, and two, separate little things. So while I'm pretty sure what I'm going to get, I hope you will act surprised. I'm sorry about all the orange though, this wasn't my choice. Six bottles of very, very bright colored ink, acrylic ink. Also by their own brand. We get a Prussian blue, a black, a violet, a scarlet, a green deep, and a lemon yellow. So I think it's time that we get swatchy. This is the wax crayon that I'm applying to the paper. I'm not assuming you to see anything of this, but I will test this out with the ink in just a minute. Next we have the pencil. As I said and anticipated, firm crisp line without being too dark. Not so much a shading pencil, but it gets the job done. Another quirk in this box, a white pencil, which also does not show up very much on the paper, but I may revisit this one once we get some ink on the paper. And then the last of the non-ink art supplies, a fine liner. Now this is a brand that I don't have yet in my stash and also don't know very well, but it seems to me that we get a very fine line, which we should expect from a 0.3, but it's also very black. So no qualms. Bah. On to the main event, the ink. Now this is the blue-black fountain pen ink, which I presume is going to act a little differently because this should remain water soluble. This brush is a little weird though. I must say that my white and wax tests are succeeding. As you can see, both the wax leaves a clear strip of the paper and the white does show up white underneath the ink. So that is actually quite good. It's what I would want and anticipated, but you never know how stuff is going to react, of course. Onwards to the colors. First of all, lemon yellow. Next, green deep. Followed by Prussian blue. Hitting the halfway mark with violet, which is, I must say, very dark. I would have expected something lighter. Almost last, a very bright scarlet red. And to conclude the main thing, pure black. some final thoughts. First of all, in case you hadn't noticed while I was unboxing this package, I'm super excited. Not only did we get color, they are very, very, very powerful, bright, vibrant colors as well. Some of them are even a little too strong, I think. Specifically the violet that we got, I think I might have to dilute it even before I can actually use it because it's so dark. Anyway, very excited. The pencil that we got worked fantastically. I love the little clear crayon that we got. I'm now wishing that we got a little more of it because it's so tiny, and I kind of already quite enthusiastically used a lot of it. So I might have to find a refill for that already. I did not use all of the brushes that we got in the box, but they seem to work quite well. The fine liner is nothing out of the ordinary, but it worked as you would expect, and it even worked on the clear wax. Not as well as on actual paper, of course, but it did leave a mark, so I thought that was quite interesting. The only thing that I might have a little bit of an issue with is possibly the white pencil, because it felt very crumbly while I was using it. Now, this may be because it has gotten a little bit too much of a shake while in transport, in which case it's just a shame. But something leads me to believe that it's actually always crumbly, in which case it's just not a very good pencil, so I would not recommend that specifically. But other than that, really, 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 really happy. The only box that comes anywhere near in size and price as this box is the Art Snacks Inktober box, which I was also very happy with. And this was, price-wise, a much better deal. So if you're into ink, I can only highly recommend this one. It should be available until February 2021. And with this recommendation, I'm just going to say I hope I'll see you next week. But for now, it's bye.